The journey begins on the bustling streets of Nairobi, where the city's heartbeat never slows. As you drive down Ngong Road, the chaos fades, replaced by the lush green canopy of the Ngong Road Forest Sanctuary. A hidden gem right on the city's edge, trails winding through ancient trees, birdsong above, and the rare sight of monkeys darting across your path. But keep driving and the landscape transforms. The road climbs into the legendary Ngong Hills. Rolling green ridges stretch endlessly, offering sweeping views of the Great Rift Valley, a sight that makes you stop, breathe, and remember why Kenya is called magical. Beyond the hills, the air cools, the scenery shifts, and the road carries you deeper into the highlands. Every curve, every village, every market whispers a story, the lush tea fields and vibrant life. Because here, the road isn't just a route, it's an adventure. The road bends, and suddenly the pace quickens, busy, vibrant, alive. Fresh produce stacked high on every corner. This isn't just a stopover, it's a heartbeat of commerce in Kisii land. Look closer, and you'll see a town in transition. New constructions rise skyward, concrete mixing with corrugated iron, as modern shops and arcades take their place beside traditional stalls. Old and new, side by side, shaping a town that refuses to stand still. But Karoka isn't only about business, it's about culture. The Kisii spirit flows through everything, from the language in the streets, to the rhythms of local music, to the warm, insistent hospitality that pulls you into every conversation. Drive just beyond the bustle, and the landscape opens. Rolling tea plantations, endless and green. Workers move carefully between the rows, baskets filling with the leaves that have made Kisii famous across the world. The sight is hypnotic, a sea of green hills under wide African skies. Deep in the highlands of Kiabanyuru, Imara County, a quiet trickle begins its journey. That trickle gathers strength, carving valleys, feeding wetlands, and soon becomes one of the most important rivers in southwestern Kenya, the Gucha River. To the Kisii, it's Gucha. To the Luo, it's Kuja. And to everyone who lives along its banks, it is life itself. As it winds through Kisii and Migori counties, the Gucha becomes more than just water flowing downhill. It becomes a landmark of identity, a resource of survival, and a witness to history. By the time it joins the Migori River and spills into the vastness of Lake Victoria, it has carried not just water, but stories of people, land, and culture. But why two names? Local lore offers answers. Some say it's just a matter of language, how the Kisii tongue pronounces Gucha and the Luo Kuja. Others whisper of its dual nature, a river that brings both good and bad, fertile soil and food security, yes, but also floods and destruction when it overflows. One of the river's most powerful features is at Gogo Falls. In 1956, the Gogo Falls Dam was built here, harnessing the energy of rushing water to generate hydropower and regulating floods that once devastated nearby villages. Even today, the dam stands as both protector and provider. For the people of Kisii land, the Gucha River is the backbone of survival. It provides clean water for drinking and sanitation. Its irrigation channels turn the fertile valleys green, feeding families and strengthening food security. Livestock drink from it. Farmers depend on it. Traders thrive because of it. And beyond economics, the river has become a backdrop for daily life, a place where children play, women wash clothes, and communities gather. Yet, the Gucha's story is not just human. Its waters sustain a living web of biodiversity, birds that nest along its riparian zones, fish darting through its currents, and plants that thrive in its wetlands. Entire ecosystems depend on its flow. But like many rivers of Africa, the Gucha faces mounting challenges. Human activity has stripped parts of its watershed, deforestation, unregulated farming, and the planting of water-hungry eucalyptus trees, which drain its lifeblood. Pollution from nearby towns seeps into its currents. Encroachment on wetlands threatens its delicate balance. Each year, the river fights a little harder to survive. Still, the Kisii endures. Conservationists, communities, and local leaders are beginning to recognize its fragility, pushing for protection of riparian zones, responsible farming, and the restoration of wetlands. Because saving the Kisii isn't just about saving a river, it's about saving an identity, an economy, and an ecosystem. Stand by its banks, and you'll understand. This river is more than water. It is the rhythm of Kisii land. It is the voice of two cultures, Kisii and Luo, who call it by different names, but draw the same lifeline from its flow. And as it pours into Lake Victoria, it reminds us of an eternal truth, that rivers do not just shape landscapes, they shape people. The Kisii, the Kuja, is not just a river. It is a story still being written. And that's just one chapter of the journey. So, will you just watch from afar, or will you come and feel its rhythm yourself? Follow the trail with us, and let's uncover more hidden wonders of Kisii land and beyond. Because the adventure? It's only getting started.